Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking some Neolithic concepts. Today's 井. Okay, you have probably seen this on your phone. The pound sign, right? Chinese call it 井字键. So it looks just like the Chinese character 井. So that's one kind of visual connections over there. It looks like a pound sign. And you can see the simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, and the original, like not original, like mid history from the beginning, and then got a certain abstraction 2000 years ago dictionary render like that. And you can see the traditional get rid of this one dot in the middle because that can easily be lost. And probably visually, with this structure, it's enough already to show you what it is. It means well in Chinese. And this probably is how a well will look like. It's opening of the earth. And the middle dot used to be symbolized on the resources from that opening. And in this case, it's the water in that well. We also have another character that's done that looks similar to it, but the two horizontal lines don't puncture through it. It also have something in the middle of that, and that means the mining opening. So it's both of them are opening of the earth, create an entrance to underground. And here, Jing, I guess it's intentionally have this to compare, to differentiate from the mining opening. This is water opening to access water. Okay. So according to the ancient way of practice, this jing is going to sit in the middle of farm fields cut into 8 pieces. If you count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 farm pieces of supposedly different households. And then they share, they almost have equal distance to the same well. So I guess the ancient land management or their ancient zoning law would be the public space because it's a shared resource. Water access is equally accessible for all 8 households around it. All right, so that's we have quite some expressions that's made with this well symbol, probably because we have a lot of stories. Okay, if you watch period drama in Chinese, that there are lots of murder happening related to well, pushing somebody into the well because it's water and it's for a person that cannot get out of there, and it's an easy way to get rid of somebody. Okay, that's one, and you can see it's closer related to our lives because it exists. It's a must to have for farming activity. It's almost like a fixture in our agricultural society, and naturally we have lots of expression from that. 井底之蛙, this well bottom of frog. Okay, so this 之 is a connector word that connects two things. And okay, here I have to unpack a little bit. Translated English would be the frog at the bottom of the well. So you see two offs, and the sequence would be the frog as at the front, and the location of that frog will be at the bottom of the well, right? That's the English sequence. That almost like the exact reverse, except we get rid of more offs in there. And if you want, you can actually say 井底蛙. Everybody knows what you're talking about. Because this is kind of a icon or cultural symbol in Chinese to show that somebody who is so extremely localized and narrow experienced that both basically this person never traveled anywhere else. They just stay in that small square of space and have their very localized observation or understanding of things. And so we use 井底之蛙, we use the frog at the bottom of the well. Probably this came from some ancient storytelling, not necessarily from Chinese culture, but we formulated that and everybody would know it refers to type of narrow vision or low experience based biased judgment. So that's 井底之蛙. But I want to show you the language culture, the sequencing, how we say something first and next is totally reversed from English sequence. And for Chinese, 井底, if we look at this segment first, we describe the location of something after that thing. So we would say 井 first. We will have the well first. And then where the location is in relative to that well is on top of or bottom or whatever location, we describe that location after the object. So well bottom. And then this 知 would just connect the two elements together that says that we're talking about the frog. That's 井底 would be the descriptor. The descriptor of the frog that's in front of the frog. In English, we also can say a talking frog or something like that, right? We want to describe the frog, we can use the descriptor in front of the frog. But when it comes to the location, things get complicated. Oftentimes, English would use the longer form of descriptor, especially the locations of the thing after the thing. So in that way, it's just like in Chinese, we would say 井底, right? The thing and the location of the thing. But we have this connector word to be able to put the descriptor, the location of the thing, in front of the thing itself. Okay, so it's kind of a nested structure. It's a 井底 to describe the frog, and then the 底 is to describe the 井. Okay, 坐井观天 is a behavioral comment of what this 井底之蛙 would do. The frog was sitting in that well to look at the sky and first off, never see the horizon, right? Don't have a sense of scope of the world. And you only see a small patch of the sky right above the well. And so that's another expression, holds the same social commentary of a particular type of people. And this type is even probably worse in the sense of somebody sitting in that well in their local context. And they would observe what's happening out there to the whole world in a supposedly global scale, right? Way bigger scope, way bigger context. And that local observer would, because of its 观天, right? So that means this not only observe, this local observer would say something about it as well. So it's a very opinionated, very partial, very biased, very limited point of view kind of observer. And so we would use 坐井观天 to mean somebody who is so limited by their vision, the scope of their vision. Okay. 井井有条, we can double and duplicate intentionally to form a certain rhythm or give you the sense of the scale. Because I would imagine in ancient times, the farmlands were divided into many lots. And since 8 family units share the same well, because they are the same distance to the water access, that if you scale out, and you will see many, many such production units of 8 family, 1 well, and 8 family, 8 family, 8 family. So that's why we repeat 井井. And when you see a bigger scale, and when we say 井井, even if there are only 2, it doesn't definitely mean just 2. It means the whole scale, the whole two-dimensional space would be full of such jing, this structure of eight family land lots, one after another. And 有条 means they contain this grid line. Because if you look at this jing, this pound sign, it's already two horizontal lines, two vertical lines. That's already a grid line. And Chinese would pair two of them next to each other to show you the whole space, the whole farmland that visually accessible, I guess, to show you that everything is within that grid line. And here, of course, it's beyond the scope of farming activity, how you plan your farmlands to form such grid lines. So all the piece of land from four different households are going to have equal access to the water. It eventually means somebody who conduct business, especially procedurally, they have a certain good guardrails or guidelines. And 井井有条 means they know what they're doing. They do it in a certain sequence that's optimized to handle a certain situation. That means, well, in English, if we translate into one word, it will be organized. Somebody who is so organized that it looks like everything is in their grid line, and then it's easily to locate anything, right? So in terms of kind of data management or information management or access, or in terms of operational or execution of tasks, if somebody have everything in a grid line, basically puts things in two-dimensional dimensions layout that you can quickly sort and find what you need, and then conduct in a way that's you're not going to get lost in the process. So that's 井井有条. Here we go. This is, I believe, a Japanese garden that preserved the look, and I'm not sure is it still functional, but it used to be the lifestyle and it's critical to the agricultural society. That's how it goes. 井. Thank you for your time. See you another day.